Hello everyone, my name is Sagar. I hope you are doing well, and in this video we'll see about how we can calculate the total in a purchase order. So first of all, let's go to front end and let me try to explain. So if you go to your procurement and sourcing module and you click on purchase order, okay, here I can create a new purchase order. Click on new. Here I will simply select any vendor. So let me go with this first one. And I will click OK and I will simply add a line. So this is taking some time, I will wait. Okay, this should be a purchase order 175. So my purchase order is created and now I can select a line. Let me go with this one and let me select this item. I'm waiting for it to get loaded. Okay, here I can add my site and warehouse and I can save. Now this product will have some price that will get auto populated here. Okay, so if you'll come here, net amount seems to be 899. If we click on view totals, so you see this is the total amount, and here's this will be the cash discount. And now let me add $6 as charges, so that amount becomes 905. So for that I can go to my financial and click on maintain charges. Let me select this vendor fee. I'm going to add a charge of $6 so that it will become 905. I will come back and let me again go to totals. Okay, now if you see, this amount have become 905 and this is the cash discount. Now let us see, if you want this particular value using your code, how you can achieve this. For that I'm going to create a runnable class. I'll click on add, we'll go to class. I will simply create a runnable class. I can say calc PO total and I will click on add. So I will wait for this class to get loaded. In the meantime, let me tell you. So the first thing is that we need our purchase order, right? So let me go to front end and grab the purchase order number that we are going to use. This should be nothing, this 175. So this should be our purchase order. And we know the total amount is 905. So we'll see how with the help of code we can get this value. So there is something called purch totals. We'll use this object. Okay, so let me quickly remove this. The first thing is we need buffer of our PurchTable. For that I can define my PurchTable here. I will define an object and I will say PurchTable. And I will use my find method. Inside my find method I will pass the purchase order number. Now inside this particular object I will get buffer of my purchase table. Now I will use purch totals. Okay, this one, let me create object of this. So I can say purch totals and I will save it. Okay, and now what I will do, I will need to initialize this as well. For that I can say equals to, even though you should not do it in a single line, but as this is a demo video, so I'm doing it. So I will say purch total. So there is a function called new purch table. Here you will need to pass the buffer of your purge table that we already have. So I can say purge table. Okay, and let me quickly jump to this function. I'll go to definition from here. Let me save this in the meantime. Okay, so here this is the out of the box function, okay, by which all your information will get initialized. Not this one. Let me close this. Go again. Yeah, here we go. So here if you see, it is going to call this one, and again it's going to call. Okay, so here you will get the source and this is your class. Okay, so we can directly use this function. Okay, so now inside your object you will get buffer of this class. Now the next thing is that in order to get the amount, I can define a variable named as amount currency. Let me say amount currency. There's nothing my purge total. Now here inside my purge total, I can use this. 1 second. This is purge total. Let me say this as amount, and here also I will write amount. No UMT. Alright, now here I can simply say purge total. So I'm going to use this function called purge totals dot purge total amount, and so this function will help me to calculate the total amount. Okay, and here if you see this function, it is going to check everything like discount, but with total amount. So you get total amount buffer from here, and I think total amount should be defined somewhere here. Yeah, this one. You see this is a global variable declared inside this class. So this class will be calculated multiple times inside this class. We will get the accurate value from here, and then I can simply display this. So I can say info strfmt PO is, here we'll get the PO, or we'll show our PO. Then we will total amount, and then here we go this. Then I can say purge table dot purge ID, and the next would be amount. So I can get amount from my purge total amount, and I will close this function. And so here now I will need to do one more thing. Purge totals. So there's a function called cal. So if we'll go to definition from here, so here this is going to do all the calculation for us. That's why we will need to call out this as well. Now let's do one thing. We'll do a build and we'll see whether it works or not. So I'll do build now. Yeah guys, so the build is completed, and you can see we're getting the exact total amount 905, and this is our purchase order. exactly the same thing. So let's quickly go here into our code. So our objective was to know what is the total amount for a particular purchase order. So the first thing is that we need to know what would be our purchase order. So we pass our purchase order number here and we get the buffer of this table. Then we need to pass buffer of this table inside our purge total class, and we have simply initialized this. Then we called out this calculate function so that the purge total will get calculated. And then using this class, we use this purge total amount function. And we stored the value inside this purge total amount, and at the end, we simply displayed that message in front end. So that is all about how we can calculate the total amount of a purchase order. So thank you for watching this video.